at the World Championships? Or will they continue on? Can Kevin Durant continue to pour in the points here in the World Championships? Just 21 years of age, he's already an NBA superstar. And this is now customary on all teams. The hugs, the fives. And Leandro Barbosa had a phenomenal game yesterday. And just going through his pre-game ritual, stretching the Achilles, the calves on the halfway line, getting himself ready. And he's just about good to go. Players now making their way out onto court. Hands being shaken with the officials and with each other. All the pleasantries and so on taking place. Kevin Durant has a little prayer on the sideline. He wanders on now and is ready to go. Just a little wardrobe malfunction there for Thiago Splitter. Helped out with it, Huertas. 10 minutes on the clock then, here we go. USA versus Brazil. Odom versus Splitter for the tip. Odom wins it, will re-jump it. I thought Odom might have got it on the way up, but maybe the referee there signaled it didn't go high enough probably, or try it again. Second attempt at the start of the game, that one goes too high, and this time Brazil will get the first offense with Marcelino to Leandro, or Barbosa as they call him in the NBA. Just depends on where you are. And here is Barbosa. Good pass into Splitter. Splitter back to Huertas with the floater, and Brazil score on the first offense. Derrick Rose calling the plays for the USA. Gets it to his captain. Durant. Near side is Rose. Durant comes to the low post. Gets it. Shot clock down to 6. Durant gets ready to go. To the fall away. Tough shot. Doesn't go. And Huertas pulls in the rebound. Garcia. Barbosa now. Brazil, everything around the three-point line. Huertas penetrates, goes on his own, off the glass. And Marcelo Huertas has the first 4 points of the game. Billups turns the corner, keeps going all the way to the basket. Chauncey Billups gets American on the scoreboard. Derrick Rose playing some up-court defense. Barbosa trying to get free. Iguodala denying him. So it goes to Vieira instead. Almost stolen away. Ball's out of bounds. Brazil will maintain possession. Kevin Durant getting a hand in to knock it loose. Huertas again, this time he had to throw it out. Rose was there to deny it. Out on the break is Iguodala. Iguodala has it knocked away by Garcia, and the foul is called. Good fast break from the Americans, but Garcia got back to recover, commits the foul. And Andre Iguodala of the Philadelphia 76ers will go to the free throw line, shoot a pair. Just seeing themselves on the big screen. Being beamed around the world as well, my friend. 2-2 for Iguodala. We are level at 4. America with some pressure up the court. Ball not in the hands they might want it to be. They're trying to get it to Huertas. They're going to have to get it over the line with Splitter. Splitter not that comfortable against Odom. Manages to do it, trying to get it to Garcia. Good press by the Americans, forces Brazil into a mistake. Durant out on the run. Durant goes up strong and finishes through Thiago Splitter. And Kevin Durant will go to the foul line for a bonus. First personal on Splitter. Just good strength, because Splitter made a fair bit of contact there. And on that, America have their first lead of the game at 7 points to 4. Huertas dumps off to Garcia, lays it in. That's the way to break the break. Rose thought about going one-on-one with Barbosa, but opted against it on this occasion. Screen from Odom, goes around it. Now he's faced by Thiago Splitter, trying to kick it out to Durant. He had to go chase it. 7 on the shot clock. Durant fires up for 3! A 3-point play and a 3-pointer from Kevin Durant. He's got 6 already. Barbosa. Splitter has it now. Facing up to Odom, and Odom just gives him a little shove. And the foul is called. First on the veteran, Lamar Odom. Lobbed into Huertas. Goes around the screen from Splitter, goes back the other way, trying to dump it into Splitter. Good pass and good finish from Thiago Splitter off the assist from Huertas. Rose has runners either side on the baseline. Tried to throw it inside. Barbosa with the steal. Behind the back pass to Marcelino, and he tried to lob it up. Iguodala with the save. Great pass. Barbosa, the head fake is from Vieira, and he lays it in. Way to stick with it from the Brazilians there. Durant drives in, knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Durant though. So Brazil will get the ball. I think Marcos Vieira knocked that away. Or did he just lose it himself? Tough to tell. Huertas gets it into Barbosa. America again looking, or threatening the press. They drop back into the half-court defense. Barbosa around the screen either way. Garcia down low to Splitter. Splitter looking to go to work. The help is offered. Splitter goes again. Splitter falls over, gets it out. Vieira for a long 3 it is. Thought at the minute the referee signaled 2, but then the other finger went up to say that was worth 3. Lost, but regained by Odom. Odom drives in. Splitter trying to play the defense. Ball bobbles out of the hands of Vieira, but it went to his teammate Huertas. Brazil leading USA by 3 here in the opening 5 minutes of this ball game. Barbosa goes, flicks it up high to avoid the block from Durant, but too high that it fell short on the shot. Billups round the screen, dumps back to Durant, open for 3, and again Kevin Durant from behind the arc. His second of the game, he's 9 already. Tied at 13 here, midpoint of the first quarter. Splitter again in the low post, spins, hooks, short. Rose has it, Rose is running. Still Rose, bounce pass to Odom. Odom on the finger roll. USA in front. Garcia to Splitter. Splitter kind of flipped out of his hands. And they definitely see that as a strength for Brazilians. They're going to Thiago Splitter as much as they can. They're tossing it in there and seeing what he can do against Odom. Billups for three. Yes! Chauncey Billups hits one from deep. The Americans now perfect in 4 attempts from behind the arc. Oh, what a move from Barbosa. Rose with the elevation, doesn't get it to go. Huertas has it. Odom's in front of me. Good pass to Garcia. Oh, Garcia couldn't finish it off, though. And Rose comes back the other way. Durant driving baseline is fouled by Marquinhos Vieira. Substitutions both ways. Vieira's going to sit down. Into the game will come Wilhelmer Giovanoni. And the Americans also making some changes. Gordon, Westbrook, Love, and Gay into the game. The only one who stayed on the court is the man who shot there, Durant. It didn't drop. Coach K has made a lot of 5-on, 5-off substitutions so far. Not just 4. Thiago Splitter, great head fake going in. Block, though. Super block by Rudy Gay. Here comes Westbrook. Oh, good hands from Barbosa to knock it loose. And it's 3-on-1 the other way. Huertas. Oh, but he threw it behind Barbosa. Well, if there's anybody on the Brazilian team you would expect to come up with the perfect pass there, he was it. This was the block. Splitter thought he had 2. Rudy Gay made sure he didn't. (18-17) the score. High scoring first quarter with still 3 minutes to go. High scoring because both teams are shooting in the 60s percentage-wise. Gordon. Out to Gay. Back to Gordon. 5 on the shot clock. So he fires it up. That one's short. Garcia boxing out, but Gay goes over him with the long arm. Little hook shot doesn't go. Foul on the rebound. Is it Splitter? No. It's Giovanoni. Although Love's got a hand in Splitter's back, and Barbosa's got a hand in Love's back. I didn't quite see what Wilhelme did. That one doesn't go. Chauncey Billups putting his shooter shirt back on the bench. Rudy Gay looking for his first point of tonight's contest and finding it. US by 2 here. Huertas. Giovanni has it. Barbosa around the screen. In front of him is Westbrook, so he passes on. Gordon now guarding Huertas. Huertas, the skip pass around. Garcia had to go low to pick it up and gun the 3. Great shot from Alex Garcia. Had to pick that one up around his bootlaces. Love lets one go from deep and hits. And the Americans are shooting really well from long range. Only 1 miss thus far. And that was the one laid in the shot clock by Gordon a few moments ago. Russell Westbrook called for his first personal foul. Garcia gets it in, and then it eventually finds its way to Huertas. Barbosa. Barbosa. Oh, what a shot from Leandro Barbosa. Beautiful swish. Westbrook in trouble, gets it out to Durant. Durant sizing up. Oh, stolen away by Barbosa. It's Huertas ahead of him. He just can't get the ball. Just wouldn't end up in his hands. He could see his teammate breaking down court, but he couldn't get control of it. And now Barbosa flattening it down. Is he going to go one-on-one? No, Splitter's going to come up and give him a screen first of all. Barbosa again for three. What another great shot! Leandrino Barbosa. Back-to-back threes. Westbrook dumps off. Love underneath. And it's out of bounds, and it's Brazil's ball. Kevin Durant sits down for the first time in the ball game. Here's another look at that steal. And then what about that? Stepping back as well, amazing. Brazil leading US by 4 here. Barbosa to Splitter! Rams it! Thiago Splitter with the throwdown. Brazil leading US by 6 here. Final play of the first quarter. Westbrook glancing at the clock. Down to 5. Westbrook drives. Blocked by Splitter! They might get to throw one from the halfway line. Oh, it hit the front of the ring from Barbosa. But what a great finish to the first quarter for Brazil. Super block by Splitter. And then the long-range shot almost went. End of the first. USA 22, Brazil 28. Well, that's as good a 10 minutes of basketball as we've seen here. The Americans 4 of 5, so are the Brazilians from behind the arc. Both teams currently shooting the 3 ball better than from inside. And bear in mind that they will count that as a missed 3 by Barbosa, the one he tossed from inside his own half. So the only one they missed was a front rim from inside his own half. Really great action here in the first half between two very good teams. Billups getting it into the hole there. Durant with the 3-point play, and then very next offense he netted a 3. There it is for 6 in a hurry. And Splitter, he's done a good job, you know, in the low post. 6 points. That was a super pass. Good head fake. And then the threes raining in all over the place. We've already had one stunning 3-point performance today from Croatia and Slovenia in this building. And we're well on course for another. Billups with the stroke that time. Barbosa with a great move. Look at that. Hang time. Garcia from his bootlaces. Love showing he's got touch. And then some crazy ones from Barbosa. Second quarter underway. Team USA with the ball. They trail by 6 here. I think this is as far back as they've been in this tournament, 6. Don't remember anybody else getting too far ahead of them. 3-second violation is the call. I think it was against Lamar Odom. Can only be Odom. Can't be Billups. Huertas gets it back from Splitter. Giovannoni driving in to the finger roll. Good strong move to the basket from Guilherme Giovannoni. Durant can't give him that sort of space. He's missed one though. Iguodala with the offensive rebound. Back out to Kevin Durant. Driving baseline, fires it up. Oh, what a shot from Kevin Durant. Draws the foul and then goes up for two. Foul is on Thiago Splitter, and that will be his second personal foul. And they can't afford him to spend any time on the bench, really. With Anderson out, injured, they need all their frontline players. Another three-point play opportunity for Durant. And again, he takes it. He's dealing in threes. He's had 2 and 1s and 2 3-pointers for his 12. Huertas with the crossover to Splitter in the corner. Vieira for 3! Great play from Brazil again. They lead America by 8 here. Rose gets to the basket. He's quick. Huertas looking to push to Barbosa. Barbosa plants his feet. Not this time, off the back of the ring. Durant with the rebound. 3-on-3 here. 4-on-3 as Rose catches up. Durant drives in, doesn't go. Rebound Thiago Splitter. Brazilian coach ordered a timeout and then cancelled it when his team got the ball back. Huertas with the pump fake off the glass. Rebound Derrick Rose. Now he asks for a timeout again. Coach Magnano. Rose. 2 minutes into the second quarter. US trail by 6 here. Durant to Billups. Shot clock getting low, so Billups fires up for 3 off the back of the ring. Barbosa rises highest to pull it in. Zips it across to Huertas, and he's fouled. Oh, he's fouled twice. Little push by Chauncey Billups. That's the first foul, little shove there. And then just in case he wasn't sure, got him again. Little smirk on his face. And that timeout that I was telling you about has just been called. And with 7:36 to go, USA 27, Brazil 33. And I think what this was is Coach Magnano knows that the Americans are capable of going on runs, and he just wanted to take some momentum out of the game, because his team, if they're going to win, are not going to be able to sustain that sort of shooting percentages that you see on your screen. So they need to try and build as big an advantage as they can to fight off the Americans when the run comes, and the run will come. Go USA. She's hiding her face. Kevin Durant, 12 points, 2 threes, 2 3-point plays. That's the first one. He got fouled by Splitter and he converted. Then he hit this one from deep. This time he was fouled, and again it was Splitter who fouled him, and then another one from long range. $10,000+ in the building tonight are watching Brazil leading America but turning the ball over. Coaches really hate that. You come out of a timeout, he will have drawn up a play specifically for that offense, and they hate it when they don't execute it properly. Billups along the baseline. Good pass from Odom. And Chauncey Billups lays it in for 2. Huertas has Rose in front of him. Barbosa running cross court. Here he is. Offered the screen from Batista. Oh, he's in trouble here. Barbosa, he saves it. Gets it to Giovannoni. Tipped from Batista, doesn't go. Should have gone. Rose puts on the afterburners and Huertas fouls him. Wave off the score. And this is, oh no, I'm beaten, I best foul him. And that's exactly what he did, first foul. Brazil still up 4. Rose for 3, didn't have much room to shoot it, but got it off. Huertas hauls in the rebound. Barbosa stolen away by Rose. Rose is out on the break. Barbosa chases him back and fouls him. Going for the block. Leandro Barbosa, his first. Just lost the ball behind his back. Rose said thank you very much. And he really challenged him hard there, but committed the foul. First free throw from Rose is way off the mark. Four boards already from the guard. Second one is straight and true. Machado will come on for Barbosa. Oh, JP Batista tried to throw it to Huertas, but it was just too far in front of him. You can ill afford mistakes like that against America. Iguodala into Billups. Billups for 3 to tie the game. Can't convert. Huertas gets it back from Machado. Still running the baseline is Machado, and Billups is all over him, and the foul is called. Number 2 on Chauncey. And I think he's going to get a break now because Westbrook's come running to the table to ask for a sub. And it is Chauncey Billups who sits down. 7 points, but he's just picked up his second foul. Batista, Giovannoni, back to Huertas. Pierre driving along the baseline. Great hands to steal that away by Iguodala, but a turnover and Machado profits. A big ooh around the crowd on that one. Just did good work for the steal, but then let Machado straight back in. USA 30, Brazil 35. This is as much trouble as the Americans have been in a game so far. Westbrook driving to the basket, doesn't go. Rebound, Machado. He's off and running. Westbrook trying to chase him down. Huertas has it now. Huertas round the screen, goes back the other way, trying to get one in off the glass, and the foul is called. And referee points to Andre Iguodala, and he goes, "No way, not me." But it is him, and it's his first foul. Timeout has been called by Coach Mike Krzyzewski. We're at the midpoint of the second quarter. His team trail by 5. This was that last foul. Just caught him on the arm. And that caused the shot to go awry. So it'll be 2 free throws for Marcelino Huertas when we come back out. But first of all, Mike Krzyzewski has got a few things to talk to his team about. Try and get them back in order. There's no doubt about it. They've come up against a good Brazilian team here who are really causing them some problems. The question is whether Brazil can sustain this for 40 minutes. And that takes some doing. One of the Russian cheerleaders up through the basket. She didn't jump up on her own, she was helped up. But once again, the Russian girls getting a good round of applause as they go off. And there was a Brazilian chap with a Anderson Cavaliers t-shirt on. But Anderson Varejão not here. Well, he is here, but not playing. He's sat on the bench, watching on with an ankle problem. As I say, I was at practice this morning, and he was shooting, but when they ran through their sets, he stood and watched, and you knew right there and then there was no chance he was going to play today. They're going to try and save him for later in the tournament. No point in rushing him back for a pool game. Save him for the knockouts. Hopefully he'll get a game or two. They've got a day off tomorrow. Hopefully he'll be able to play in one of the later games in this pool just to get his touch. Westbrook drives to the hole, draws the foul. Foul is on Marcelo Machado. See, this is where the nickname thing comes a problem. It's because he's known as Marcelino, and he's currently talking to his teammate who's got Marcelino on his back. So it's difficult when you've all got the same names and end up with the same nicknames. Russell Westbrook gets his first point of the game, looking for number 2 and finding. Brazil by 5. They have the ball. America again with some pressure up court. Huertas will be okay to get this one over the halfway line on his own. Doesn't need any help. Rose in attention. Batista to Giovannoni and back to Huertas. Machado backs out. Drives, had it knocked away, and America come up with the steal and the chance to break. Westbrook 3-on-1 here, but the pass just led Gay away from the basket, and they'll have to reset. Odom on the trail. Odom going hard to the hole. Stuffed in by Kevin Durant on the follow. Huertas drives. That little floater off the glass. Batista trying to get the rebound, but it ends up in the hands of Gay. Westbrook driving through. Gets it out to Durant. And Rose up top. They'll call a play. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Rose penetrates, flips it up. What a move from Derrick Rose. And America have hauled this back to 1 off that pretty play. And the starters are getting ready to come back in for Brazil. Barbosa, Garcia, Splitter, all sat on the subs bench. Oh, another turnover by Machado, but one right back. 3 is good for Vieira. And the Brazilians needed that because it looked for a second like they were going to give up a fast break opportunity. Durant slips. Huertas off and running. Vieira ahead of him. Vieira is blocked by Rudy Gay. Tremendous block. Odom, America have numbers. Odom through the middle to the finger roll. Stop the ball. You need to stop the ball. Don't worry about the pass in the corner. Stop the ball first. Great defensive block by Gay, though. Huertas around the screen from Batista. Spins it out. Giovannoni for 3 off the glass. And Brazil were rattling a couple of minutes ago. They're back up 5 now. And the starters haven't even come back in. They were coming, and they still are, but they haven't been a break in play yet. Kevin Durant again from behind the arc. His 3rd triple of the game. 17, and we're still 2 minutes from halftime for Kevin Durant. Machado to Huertas. Huertas breaking through the double team, trying to get to the basket. Smart play. And he's fouled by Derrick Rose. Kevin Love also getting ready to come in the game. Here come the substitutions. Good recognition. Saw the gap between the 2 Americans. And Rose fouled him. So Splitter, Garcia, Barbosa have come in for Brazil. And Love has done likewise for the Americans. Huertas fakes it. Now he gives it to Splitter, and Splitter's hammered by Rudy Gay. Great play again from Huertas. He really is having a stellar performance. Look, fakes and then dishes from the man playing with Labor in Spain. He was a teammate of Thiago Splitter's, of course. But Splitter is on his way to San Antonio. The second one rattles in. Less than 2 to play to halftime. America's still trailing here. And that shot doesn't go. Garcia pulls in the rebound. Huertas. Barbosa backs out, goes around the screen from Splitter. Almost went the other way. Splitter wants it in the post, but Barbosa's looking at the shot clock. Now he goes, oh, what a steal from Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant in the open court. Garcia tried to steal it away from him, and he's called for the foul. Alex Garcia is called for his 2nd personal foul. Good defense, look at that, super steal. Garcia tried to rip it back, but went right across him. He might have ended up with the ball, but that doesn't mean it wasn't a foul in the first place. Kevin Durant, who's made both of his foul shots already today, makes it 3 of 3. Durant yet to miss a free throw in this tournament. And he continues on in that vein. He was 7 of 7 coming into the tournament, coming into this game. He's now 11 of 11 for the competition. Huertas. Barbosa has it. Durant falls down, gets back up. Huertas running round. Shot clock down to 6. Huertas behind the back to Splitter! Jams it in, Thiago Splitter, but what about that for an assist from Huertas? Oh, knocked loose by Garcia. It'll still be an American ball. Rudy Gay was lining him up, but Garcia just batted it away from him. Rose. Gordon for 3 is short. Good rebound from Love. Fires back up. That doesn't go either, though. And Brazil will slow it down. Splitter with the rebound. There's just about 5 seconds between shot and game. But a score here, and Brazil will just about guarantee themselves a halftime lead. Barring something extraordinary. Huertas, 5 on the shot clock. To Splitter again, he flips it up off the glass, doesn't go, the tip doesn't go. Ball is loose, Durant has it, time against him. Durant has it knocked away. Barbosa again will throw it from inside his own half. The first one was short, the second one was long, but what about that for 20 minutes of basketball? And for the first time in this competition, USA go into the locker room behind. They trail Brazil by 43 points to 46. And there's a buzz around here of excitement. They wondered whether Brazil could do it, but look at the shooting numbers the Brazilians have had to put up just to be 3 in front. 55% inside the arc, 64% outside the arc. That's the sort of numbers that they've managed to maintain for 20 minutes, but can you do that for 40 minutes? And if it dips, well, what do they do then? Game leaders, Kevin Durant, 19 first half points for the NBA scoring leader. Absolutely brilliant. Huertas with 4 rebounds and 5 assists has really ran things for his side. He's also got 6 points. And Barbosa with those 3 steals has also had a major contribution to his team. And you can see Vieira with 11, Splitter with 9, Barbosa 8. Much more even spread than you see on the American side of things, with Durant carrying the load. Best part of half his team's points. Billups adding 7 and Rose 5. Well, a lot of dots on that, isn't there? There's not too many shots been missed by the Brazilians. 13 in total in the ball game, having made 18. That shows you how well they've shot the ball, both from range and attacking the basket. And the USA, well, a lot more red crosses on that one. Missed a few threes out on the left-hand side. Missed quite a few jump shots on that side of the court from mid-range and long range. 7 X's right there, left of the basket. And Kevin Durant really has been the mainstay of the US offense. Got them started early on with the 3 and the 3-point play. And then it looked at that stage like they might take some sort of command of the game. The Americans leading early on, not by many, but leading by a few. But Brazil came back. Some great threes from Garcia and from Barbosa. And then they just started to edge away Brazil. Got as many as 8 in front. Barbosa was on fire at that stage. Nearly hit one from inside his own half at the end of the first quarter. Splitter has been an influential figure. Giovannone came off the bench to fill it up a bit. Durant was doing things in threes early on. Vieira's hit some nice shots to lead Brazil in scoring. And all in all, that was a sloppy pass, but all in all, it's been a very good first half of basketball. Durant with a rebound. I think that was the first one that was only worth 2 for him. Everything else had been either a 3-pointer or a 3-point play. Beautiful reverse lay-in from Rose, and then the 3 at the other end. Again, Durant from behind the arc. He's made 3 from out there. And we're at the half. USA trailing Brazil by 3. Marquinhos, to give him his Brazilian nickname, Marcos Vieira, the name on the score sheet. He's got 11, leads his team. Welcome back to Istanbul. Welcome back to the Peachy Arena here. Brazil leading America. Daniel Routledge with you here courtside as the men from South America take on the men from North America, and it's a turnover on the first play. Thiago Splitter's pass too far out in front, and USA with the chance to close here, maybe even tie. Durant. Whoa! It was a bit of a wayward pass from Durant, but not a great catch either. So, turnover each in the opening 20 seconds. Now let's hope they go back to the fare they served up in the first half, which was a veritable feast. Barbosa at the heart of a lot of good stuff. Now he's in double team pressure, kicks it out. Vieira saves it, but only to Rose. And that's going to be a foul. And Marcelino nods in approval to the referee. It's his second. Billups. Well, I think he wanted to give it to Odom, but Odom wasn't looking. Odom's looking now, looking for 2 points and finding them. US with the first score of the second half to make it a 1-point lead for Brazil. Huertas is double team, keeps possession, shot clock down to 5. Garcia into Splitter, got to get it off. They do get it off, doesn't go. And Durant with the rebound. America with the chance to regain the lead. Brazil a bit sloppy in the opening 90 seconds, but they come up with a steal through Barbosa. He has Vieira ahead of him. Vieira goes up, dunks it down! Marcos Vieira out on the break. Odom running in, is that a charge? Yes, it is. Splitter putting his body in the way. Going down, and Odom ran him over. Second personal on Lamar Odom. There's the steal on the break. You just thought for a second Durant might get there, but Vieira's quick too. And Splitter did get there for the defensive stand. Huertas. Rose is never too far away from him, that's for sure. Garcia. Garcia penetrates, flips it up, way too much on that. Durant has the rebound. Billups through the legs to avoid the turnover. Billups pulls up for 3, doesn't go. Tipped up in the air by Splitter. Is that going to be a foul on Thiago Splitter? Because if it is, it's his third personal. 15 is the signal, and 15 is his number. His third personal. The problem is he allowed Odom to get inside position. Billups just slipped for a second. It's very warm in here. Billups, his shot doesn't go, but he is fouled. You'd imagine 10,000 people in this arena, crowd right on top of the court. It's a lovely place to play and watch basketball. Huertas now picking up his third foul. It's a lovely place to play, like I have. Certainly a great place to watch. That much I have done. Chauncey Billups at the line makes the first. Two 1-point game. US again coming with a little bit of up-court pressure, not a lot. more the threat that they might come, because sometimes they do, so it's the surprise tactic. Huertas to Splitter. Vieira. Splitter backing down, spins off the glass. Great post play from Thiago Splitter, and he now moves into double figures with 11. Basket for basket here in the opening 3 minutes of the third quarter. Iguodala penetrates, stops, goes back. Brazil want to travel, not doing. Splitter gets a steal though, but he almost does anyway. Unfortunately, it's turned over as he tried to get it to Barbosa. Durant can't convert. That will be a foul. Odom over the back of Thiago Splitter. And Lamar, even Odom, is got his third offense against him. You can just see, went right over the top of Splitter. And for the first time today, Tyson Chandler's going to get a taste of the action. Lamar Odom sitting down. I noticed that Coach Krzyzewski's not gone as far into his bench as he has done in the other two games. A testament to how well Brazil have played here. He's not had the opportunity to give everybody a run yet. And he may not get it. Barbosa, round the screen both ways. Barbosa stumbling, fires up for three. That's a really difficult shot. Ends up in the advertising hoardings. And it was a long way short. It looked a bit of a tired shot. Billups round the screen. Vieira trying to knock it loose, but Durant has it now. Billups through the legs and back again. The crossover out to Kevin Durant for three. He's automatic. 4 of 5 from behind the arc. Kevin Durant, 22 points, leads all scorers. Huertas. Goes back, kicks out. Garcia for three in the corner. No. Tied at 50. US looking for the lead. Rose goes, pulls up. You've got to see that coming. When he does that slash cross court, he always explodes up like that. You've at least got to try and get a hand in his face. Splitter didn't see it coming. He was too late to react. And Derrick Rose has put the Americans into the lead. Timeout has been called by Brazil. And there's 5:40 on the clock. Well, Brazil just need to regain themselves here. The last couple of offenses haven't quite been as efficient as the first half was. And they just need to recapture their composure, go back to what was working well for them. And you can see the shooting percentages still stunning from both teams. Well, we've got two of the greats from FIBA Americas on show here today. Obviously, playing in that competition, they've met a lot of times. USA have the head-to-head series 19 games to 8. They last met in the 2005 Americas Championship. And Brazil won the semifinal 93-75. USA had won by 2 earlier on, but it wasn't a NBA-packed team as it is today. Huertas round the screen, skips it round. Barbosa is open for three off the back of the ring. Splitter will get the long rebound though. Vieira drives baseline underneath, forced to kick it out. Good hands from Billups. But Brazil will keep possession. You don't get long to think about it against the Americans. If you're going to shoot, you've got to do it quick. Garcia back to Huertas. Lost a few seconds off the shot clock, and they're now at the midpoint. Garcia. Vieira drives in, throws it back out. Barbosa in the corner. No, up off the top of the ring. Splitter trying his best to get it, but the Americans have the rebound. Rose skips past Barbosa out to Durant, gives inside to Iguodala. Most in the gym thought he might shoot. Iguodala drives, and there's a foul there on Makunush. Vieira. That wasn't far away, was it? And foul number 2 on Marcus Vieira. Makunush, his nickname. There's a footballer goes by the same nickname as well. Problem is, most of the nicknames come from the first names. If you've got a common first name, you're going to have a lot of nicknames that are the same. Iguodala misses from the line for the first time tonight. Rattles in the second, and Westbrook's going to come in for him, and also Machado coming in for Garcia, and Guilherme Giovannoni is also going to come in. Vieira sitting down. There's Garcia just gone to the bench. Guilherme gets the ball, gives it straight back to Marcelino. Splitter in the low post. Backs down against Chandler, and Chandler fouled him straight away. As soon as he went, gave him a big bump. Watch here, both arms, big shove, foul called. Derrick Rose sitting down, Rudy Gay checking in. Lobbed in all the way to the halfway line, and Guilherme. Barbosa to Splitter. Had a little space there. Here comes Huertas on the trail. His shot is short, and Durant hauls it into his body. Billups pushes, spins, off the glass. Foul called, and that foul is on Huertas, and I think that's going to be his 4th. We'll just wait for confirmation. Spin by Billups, and it is his 4th personal foul, and he's going to have to come out of the game, and that's a massive blow for Brazil. Garcia comes in for him. You can see he's not happy. 6 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds, and a steal, but the numbers don't really give you what he brings to the team, because he's very much the general on the floor. He brings the ball up, he runs the plays, he's the one controlling things, and he is the one now on the bench, and that's going to be a blow. Billups makes them both. 5 points now, the American lead. Who brings the ball up? Is it Barbosa? Well, on this occasion, it's going to be Giovannoni, but not out of design. I think more out of necessity. Splitter has it. And you see how disjointed they are on the offense when they don't have the natural leader out there. Splitter looking for some help, and he's fouled. Durant, I think the referee's pointing to. It is. Let's see what Durant does here. Oh, that little reach. It's only his first foul. Garcia gets it into Giovannoni. Goes back the other way. Kicks round. Machado for 3. Big shot. Gins it! Oh, Brazil needed that. It's a 2-point game. You just got the sense that US were turning up the heat. But Brazil come back with a 3. Billups Offered the screen, takes it, hesitates, drives to the basket. Look at the speed from Chauncey Billups. Now they have got Barbosa, a very capable ball handler, bringing it forward. They struggled to get him the ball on the last play. Machado drives along. Oh, nice running lay-in from Marcelo Machado. Still 2 points between the sides. At the moment, America on the high side of that. 3 minutes to go in the third. Durant, the game's leading scorer, traveled with it. Well, he just looks to his coach like, what was that? I don't think he'd get called for that very often in the NBA. It was a travel. I just don't think he'd get called for that very often in the NBA. Machado fakes it, the three, forces the pass in. Durant with the steal. Gay has it now. Gets it to Westbrooks, and US get into a half-court set. Chandler coming up for the screen. Billups again explodes. Oh, Durant with the dunk. Billups exploded to the basket, and Durant finished it off. Barbosa. Barbosa penetrates, gets it out. Giovannone back to Barbosa. All day to set his feet. Oh, he didn't make it though. Splitter with the offensive rebound. It's knocked away. And Barbosa has a wry grin for the bench. He's not quite sure how he missed that. Lamar Odom's going to check back in for Tyson Chandler. Chandler's done his job. Just allowed Odom a 5-minute breather while he was on 3 fouls. And we're going to have another substitution with Rudy Gay being replaced by Andre Iguodala. End-line ball to Brazil. 2 minutes and 3 seconds to go in the third quarter. They trail USA by 4. Barbosa of the NBA penetrates, flips it up. Oh, it nearly went in. Odom with the rebound. Oh, ooh, that didn't look legal. Odom still has it. That didn't look legal at all. The Brazilian bench were up as one. Looked like he was trying to pass it and then went back down with the dribble. Billups around the screen. Throws it in. Good hands from Splitter to break it up. Brazil have numbers here. 4-on-2, 5-on-2. The three doesn't go in, and a 5-on-2 break ends up in nothing. Durant is taking it the other way. Durant lays it in. And there is a swing for the Brazilians. They could have scored at one end, got it back to a one-shot game, and instead they're 6 down. Splitter. Oh, offensive foul on Thiago Splitter. Odom went down easily. And Thiago Splitter, he's in foul trouble now as well. That's his 4th. Giovannone sits down. Let's have another look. Oh, he did get him in the chest. He did get him in the chest. Murillo is going to check into the game for Thiago Splitter. And this is the problem. That they've just lost 2 of their best players to foul trouble. And what do they do whilst they're in foul trouble? Can they keep this game in a manageable margin with Splitter and with Huertas on the bench? Durant over the back and out of bounds on his 3-point shot. And that's only the 2nd time he's missed from that range in this evening's contest. Barbosa for Brazil. Vieira guarded by Durant. Barbosa wants it back and gets it back. Halfway through the shot clock. Machado. Murillo back to Machado, back to Murillo, spins, kicks out to Barbosa for 3. Yes, what an offense from Brazil. Finishes with a triple from Barbosa, and the lead is halved. Durant. Vieira trying to knock it away from him. Durant looking. Billups to reply. Off the back of the ring, that long rebound might come all the way out to Durant. No, Barbosa is the first to it, and he's going. Barbosa on his own through the defense is fouled. The referee down the, bodies flying down in the corner. Billups and Barbosa it was. I think they're both okay. They help each other to their feet. And Iguodala running in, and he slid into Billups. Billups tried to jump over him. They're both okay though. Second personal foul on Andre Iguodala. And Derrick Rose is going to come back into the game. And it's going to be for Iguodala. He didn't have a long run. And unsurprisingly, with Barbosa sliding along the ground and running into Billups, there was a lot of perspiration to wipe up, which they've just done. Barbosa well on track for his average so far in the tournament. 7.2 seconds to go here. He can make this a 1-point game. This to make him the joint leading scorer on his team with 13. He's missed it. It rattles out. Odom with the rebound. America have to go quickly here. They haven't got much time. Durant. Oh, it's stolen away. And I thought for a second there that Barbosa was going to throw one from inside his half for the third quarter in a row, but it wasn't to be. 0.8 there is on the clock. I know it says 0 on your screen there, but there is 0.8 of a second. So it's a catch and shoot job here. Or a tip for Odom. Well, that was the idea, just Odom didn't realize. Westbrook threw it. Odom hadn't gone to the basket. Well, what a ball game we have here. It's still very tight at the end of 3. USA just shading that quarter. And they lead 61 points to 59. Well, you see Anderson there. He's not playing. Imagine if he was playing. Because Brazil have played really, really well here against the Americans, despite being without one of their star players, and now having Huertas and Splitter on the bench in foul trouble. That's going to be the key down the stretch. At what point does coach put those two stars back into the game, and can they survive to the end? Barbosa has been at the center of a lot of good stuff for Brazil. And Splitter's played really well, apart from his foul trouble. Durant does what Durant does, basically. I'd like to say I'm surprised, but 26 points in 3 quarters, just a normal game for him. Billups has been good too. Chauncey Billups has been really important for the Americans. 13 points, 3 assists. Run the ball well. That was one of those assists. And Barbosa with the triple there. And just thought for a second he could have grabbed that, he'd have thrown it the other way. And you never know, he had 2 sighters, he might have got the third one in. Packed house here in Istanbul. 10,000 plus come to see Team USA against Brazil. Kevin Durant is our game leader with 26 points. Just a slight delay because the in-house scoreboard momentarily said 61-0 to the USA. Now it says 0-0. Maybe we should just start again. It's 61-59, but now they've taken all the points off the players. So you can see that's the commissioner on the left of the screen, William Mildenhall of Australia. And they're just going to try and sort the scoreboard problem out. So just a slight delay to the start of the fourth quarter as they try and fix the visual scoreboard. There's a big jumbotron in the middle and two visuals at either end, and all 6 of them have 0-0. So just a slight delay in proceedings. Apologies for that while they try and sort out the in-house scoreboard. You can see, there you go, 0-0. And they're just repopulating it, I think, starting with the fouls, which is going to take some time. But the points, I would imagine, will take even longer. And it doesn't help when you've got to keep looking up to make sure you've got it right. And unfortunately, we have an unwanted interruption to what has been, as the song's going in the background, a very, very good night. It's been a good day here in Istanbul. Truth is, we've had some epic shooting, that's for sure. The first game of the day, we thought that was going to take some beating when Slovenia beat Croatia 91-84. I mean, just outrageous three-point shooting from both teams. They were in the 50s each. Really good. Followed that up with Tunisia against Iran, 2 teams in their first World Championships. And Iran were able to outlast Tunisia 71-58. They looked comfortable for long swathes of the game, Iran, but Tunisia gave them a scare late on, got it back down to 4. And then here we are in the final game of the day, USA against Brazil. And our Lithuanian official there having some fun with the camera. It still says 0-0 on the main scoreboard, I'm afraid, but it's 61-59. And Brazil doing really well in the early stages of the game. They had a lead going into the second quarter of 28 points to 22. US came back a little bit in that second quarter. It was very tight, but Brazil managed to hang on. And it was 43-46 at the half. The third quarter belonged to the Americans without a shadow of a doubt, but Brazil survived a bit of a wobble and kept it to this 2-point lead. But their problem is foul trouble. They've got Thiago Splitter on 4 fouls, and they've got Marcelo Huertas also on foul trouble on 4 fouls. And that is going to be something they're going to have to deal with. And we seem to be having all sorts of problems with the scoreboard. It's still, as you can see, says 0-0. It also says 9:58 on the clock. Not quite sure what's going on, but there's a bevy of people around the table trying to sort it out. The PA in the arena has got the wave going. We'll look back at some of the plays of the game. Chauncey Billups to the hole, bobbled about, went in. That was an unbelievably good pass from Barbosa. I don't know if you can tell in slow motion just how fast that went across the zone. It really was zipped. That's Basket, our mascot for the 2010 FIBA World Championships. Omnipresent here in Istanbul, Basket. All the posters. And the Brazilians posing for the cameras. And America have got up to 61, I'm pleased to announce, on the scoreboard. Just need to get Brazil up. And unfortunately, they have to put the scores in by the scorers one at a time. So you can see, basically, they're running down the score. America was a bit quicker because once you got Kevin Durant in, 26 points went up on the board. And it went up quick, whereas Brazil have got a bit more of a spread through their scoring. They're up to 30 now. Just Giovannoni, Vieira and Splitter, I think, should be enough to get them to 59. Now, what has this done for the game? Little break in play. Bit longer than we expected, the gap between the two periods. The players cooled down any? Does it have any effect? There we go. Just need the clock to say 10 and we're away. Or we could just play from 9:59, let it run for a second the old-fashioned way. Are they going to reset it? Yeah, I think they're just going to let it run a second. Don't take the risk. You've got the score right. Let's go. The referees are just going to confirm that. Now they're going to talk to the table. Just pointing out that 1 second's gone. They're going to let 1 second elapse because I don't think there's anything they can do. Well, I wouldn't want to take the risk. For a second, let's go. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Here we go then, finally. The fourth quarter underway. 9:59 on the clock. But we will run a second before they press go, honest. Hope it doesn't come down to a last second shot. Actually, I hope it does. Oh no, they've got it back to 10, so we're okay. Here we go. Fourth quarter underway. Istanbul enjoying this one. USA leading Brazil by 2. They have the ball in the hands of their guard, Derrick Rose. Inside to Odom. Odom comes back out. Durant along the baseline, trying to flip it up. Iguodala with the offensive rebound. Oh, he missed from close range. Odom trying to tip it home. No, the Americans don't score when it looked like it was impossible for them not to. And Brazil can tie here. Barbosa. Murillo has it knocked away, but it comes all the way out. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Vieira kicks it out to put Brazil in the lead. Murillo misses. Tip from Garcia, not quite. Thought for a second he was going to slam it home. Billups with the pull-up 3 on the break. Doesn't go. Iguodala fighting for it, but can't win the battle. And Vieira has the ball. Now Batista. How long can Coach Manano leave? Oh, turnover Brazil. Leave his 2 stars on the bench. Odom to Billups. Billups has to go around Odom, comes all the way back out top, and I think they're going to run an offense. That's the question for me. How long before we see Huertas and how long before we see Splitter? Billups, rearrange into Durant. Durant falling over, mainly because he was fouled. Tried to get the shot up, hit the bottom of the ring, and the foul is called on Alex Garcia. He doesn't like being on the bench, does he, Huertas? He wants to be out there. Third personal foul on Garcia. Kevin Durant. Perfect in 4 attempts from this distance. Oh, not anymore. 26 points. He's got double the next highest scorer. In fact, the next 2 highest scorers combined now have less points than Kevin Durant from either side. Vieira to Barbosa. Barbosa comes back the other way. Ooh, Murillo only just got it. Barbosa in the corner. Can't really shoot from there, and the shot clock's running out. Throws it out, almost stolen. Vieira on the buzzer for 3. What a shot! And the big 3 from Vieira has tied the game at 62. Durant misses. Murillo with the rebound. Barbosa kicks it forward to Machado. and then slows it again. What a game we have here, 8 minutes to play. And listen to the crowd now behind Brazil. Murillo keeps it alive, another three perhaps, no. Odom with the rebound, Barbosa slapped away, and Leandro Barbosa is called for the foul. It's only his second. (62-62), 7:42 to go. And you'll see here, he just has a whack at the ball. He got some of the ball, but he probably got some arm as well in that. Brazil coming up court. And listen to this, the fans in the house suddenly have turned on the Americans. It hasn't been like this all game. They suddenly want Brazil to win this, now that they believe they can. Odom, no way through, rebound, Garcia, he's off and running. Still going Garcia. Garcia attacks the basket, throws it up high. Great rebound from Iguodala. Odom never got back, and Odom with the two-handed jam. Coach K wanting a timeout. You'd think in his international basketball he would have realized by now he can't have it on his own score. Again, Brazil echoes around the arena. Oh, Barbosa couldn't get that pass. It was too far in front. Rose goes up. Oh, Derrick Rose with the rearranged layup, draws the foul and converts. Look at this. The floor wipers had to get out of the way as Derrick Rose laid it in. Brazil now have called a timeout. 6:51 left, 66-62 in favor of the Americans. He got hit hard too, across the head, and he was underneath the basket. Great finish from Rose. Timeout Brazil. I'm just wondering, I see Huertas moved off the bench there, whether that's just because he's talking to the five or he's coming back in. I think he might be going with Splitter and Huertas out of this timeout. It looks from here, I'm only 10-15 feet behind their bench, looks from here like he might be going back with the big guns. The shooting numbers have dropped a little bit. You would expect that over the course of the game, but they're still respectable. 66-62. And is this the time Huertas and Splitter come back in as Bascat makes his way off the court? It is. It is the time for... There's Vieira's numbers on the day, but more interestingly, Splitter and Huertas, both on 4 fouls, have been thrown out there. Derrick Rose at the line for the free throw, trying to give America a 5-point advantage. Misses. Splitter's first action in a while is to hand over to Huertas, who also gets his first action in a while, both on 4 fouls. Garcia has it. Back to Huertas. Huertas around the screen, double teamed, gets it to Garcia. Vieira drives in, Vieira to Barbosa, 3 on the shot clock. They won't get it off, but it doesn't matter because it's stolen away. America have numbers here. Tossed up but broken up by Garcia. Rose trying to be too fancy there. Barbosa to Huerta, sets his feet for 3 off the back of the ring. Comes out, Splitter gets the rebound. Oh, sloppy pass, Durant knocks it loose. Frenetic patch of play there. USA still leading by 4. Odom. Chauncey Billups misses from close in. Rebound Barbosa. America's defense is back, but Barbosa shoots for 3, that's short. He thought he got fouled. Referee says no. Neither team able to score here. We're having a bit of a drought between the two teams, sorry. 6:51 the last score. That's about a minute and a half ago. Knocked away from Durant. He's still got it. Shot clock at 2. He fires up under pressure. That's short as well. Splitter with the rebound. 90 seconds passed with no basket. Garcia. That's a kick ball, and it will reset the shot clock. And Coach Krzyzewski has called a timeout. I think really that his team just got a little ragged. There's a replay of the kickball. I think his team got a little ragged, and he wants to get them in, a few words, and get things sorted out, because he will know, as well as I know, that the last score was the Derrick Rose and one opportunity just before that timeout that Brazil scored. 6:51 was on the clock at that point, and there's a definite chance if Brazil runs some clock here that we could go 2 minutes without a score. USA 18-10 up on the fast break points. They are very quick once they get hold of the ball. Well, whatever happens in the next 5 minutes or so, as the dancing girls finish their routine, we've been royally treated today here in the Abdi Apici Arena in Istanbul. This game lived up to the pre-game hype, as did Slovenia against Croatia in the first game of the day. And Iran-Tunisia had its moments. Brazil ball from the side. They lead by 4. It's tossed into Huertas. They trail by 4, sorry. What am I talking about? Splitter, head fake, nowhere to go. So he goes to the hook. Nice play from Thiago Splitter. He looked as if he'd run out of options, but he found one more. One shot between the sides inside the final 5 minutes of the game. Durant to Rose. Shot clock at 6. Rose now pulls up from 19 feet, is short. Iguodala keeps it alive. Great play. He's so active on the glass. Billups backs out. And you notice out of the timeout, they've not done anything silly. They've come out and run 2 plays that were scripted up for them, no doubt. Lamar Odom stepped on the line as he tried to get past Splitter. I think that was trying to isolate Splitter and get him fouled out. But Odom, watch here, you'll see his foot just there on the line. Brazil, Brazil, again the cry. Huertas with the running jumper is short, and Durant goes up and pulls in the rebound. 9 boards now for Kevin Durant. Rose runs back, loses it, but he only lost it because Barbosa got a little piece of him. And Leandro Barbosa becomes the latest Brazilian to pick up 4 fouls. He was in no sort of foul trouble when the others went off. He'd only got 1. But you've got to roll the dice, leave him out there now. So Huertas, Barbosa, and Splitter all on 4 fouls, all on the court. Garcia, who's also out there, is on 3. Derrick Rose at the line hits the first. And with 4 minutes to go, we do start to think about the differential between the teams. This makes it 2 shots if it goes. Which it does. Marcelino Huertas. Splitter running the baseline, it's through his hands, but last touched Odom. End line ball to Brazil. Shot clock holding at 14. Huertas goes over to inbound. Barbosa trying to get open. He does receive the pass. Splitter offers him the screen. Now he turns the corner, drives in, dumps off to Thiago Splitter on the far side. Trying to back down Odom. Still going. Long way around, steps back. Oh, good move, doesn't work. The tip from Giovannoni doesn't go in though. USA now 4 points up with the ball, 3:20 to go. Billups crossover, one way back again. Billups, is that an offensive? Yes, it is. Chauncey Billups dropped the shoulder, and the offensive foul is called. And that's a double bonus for Brazil because Huertas was the defender, and when he heard the whistle, he must have just had a little fear, that better not be on me, and it wasn't. Huertas to Splitter. American defense certainly has stepped up in the fourth quarter. Giovannoni for three off the back of the ring. Splitter might get that. Splitter does get it. Huertas out to the corner. The whole Brazil bench is up. They'll be up again if that goes. It isn't though. And Odom with the rebound. Points really dried up here in the fourth quarter. We came into this period travel. Durant going to the hole. We came into this period 61-59. So it is 7-5. Just 12 points amassed in over 7 minutes of play. But that's the pressure of the fourth quarter. That's the intensity of the defense. Shots are hard to come by, even harder to make. Splitter! Blocked by Durant. Here's Durant at the other end. He stops. Krzyzewski shouting a play. Durant, guarded by Garcia, gives it to Odom. I think they want to go at Splitter to foul him out, do they? They're going to try. Odom's going at him. Oh, Lamar Odom missed it! Span past him and missed it. Inside the final two, USA leading Brazil by 4. No basket in 2 minutes again now. 2 minutes and counting. Huerta skip pass. Giovannoni, Barbosa deep three! Off the back of the ring, Giovannoni with the rebound. Barbosa again, short this time. Splitter trying to get it. Odom comes down with it. 90 seconds to go. Neither team has scored in 2.5 minutes. USA though, don't mind that because they're up 4. Derrick Rose drives, almost knocked loose. It is away from him. And USA turn it over. Machado is going to come into the game. What a finish. This was the one from Barbosa. He had all day to set his feet, but it was a long way off the mark. You can see, oh, please, please. No. The heartbreak. But there's still plenty of time. Over a minute to go. USA, I said when the shot went in, we were talking about 2-shot games. I didn't think it was that important. Nobody scored since then. Huerta throws it up. Splitter trying to tip it home. Is it? Goaltend. Basket is good. Somebody came up through the net. I couldn't quite see who it is. Let's have a look from the overhead. Huerta's put it up. The shot was blocked. Was not blocked there. And Durant came up through the basket and tipped it away. Referee spotted it. 2-point game, minute and 4 to go. It's another look. You can see he came up through the ring. Can't do that. It wouldn't have gone in, I don't think. Timeout call, 1:04 to play, 68-66. Well, whoever wins this game, it's been fantastic. But you just wonder what it would do for Brazil if they were able to beat the USA with all the foul trouble they had, with Anderson on the bench. What would it do for their gold medal prospects? What would it do for USA's gold medal prospects? I think this is a bigger win for Brazil than it is for USA. But make no mistake about it, USA will celebrate this because they know they've been in a contest. Well, we had double overtime in Kayseri yesterday. Germany just outlasting Jan Jagler. If you haven't seen that three-pointer that he hit late in the game, that's worth a visit to FIBATV.com to see the highlights. That was phenomenal. Oh, the nerves. Who'd be a fan in this occasion? Those of us in the neutral corner can just sit back and enjoy. Those of us rooting for one team or another can sit back and endure. Or sit forward on the edge of your seat, because we have 64 seconds to go. USA with the ball. They lead by 2. The boos again from the neutral crowd. They want Brazil to win here. Billups drives in, goes up against Splitter off the glass. Chauncey Billups makes it a 2-shot game inside the final minute. Brazil must score here. They must score here. Huertas, Barbosa. Oh, almost stolen away. Huertas pulls out of the 3, gets it to Barbosa. Barbosa drives into the hole. He does score. 33 seconds to go. Leandro Barbosa makes it a 2-point game. Brazil need a stop like they've never needed a stop before. They must deny the Americans here. Billups. 10 seconds on the shot clock, round the screen. Billups for 3, massive shot, doesn't go. It's up in the air. Brazil have the rebound. They trail by 2, 10 seconds to go. Huertas has it. Huertas drives, spins, fires. He's fouled. Oh my goodness, that almost went in. That almost went in, and if it had gone in, Huertas would have been going to the line with a chance to win with 3.5 seconds to go. As it is, he has to go to the line and make 2 to tie. Oh, what a finish. What a finish. Huertas has only been to the line once today. He's made them both. Look at this, how close? How close was this? Oh, back and front, and it came out. Two massive free throws now for Marcelo Huertas. Oh, and there is some booing here trying to put him off. Oh, no, it didn't go in. It rimmed round and didn't go in. So now he's going to have to deliberately miss, is he? Does he have to deliberately miss with 3.5 and hope that either Splitter or Giovannino can tip it in? He's got to deliberately miss. He can't score. There's not enough time to foul and get back the other way. This is going to be a melee for a rebound right here. He's missed on purpose. It's come long. He's got his own rebound. It's in. Barbosa fires up. Oh, no, it doesn't go. Oh, can you believe it? What a finish. Huertas deliberately missed. He chased down his own rebound. He got it to Barbosa. The shot went up, and oh, just as Huertas' shot had done moments before, it wiped its feet and came out. Oh, what a basketball game. What a basketball game. The only shame is we haven't got another 5 minutes. America have beaten Brazil 9-9 in the fourth quarter. USA 70, Brazil 68. Tremendous stuff. Wow, the American flag flying there. That was an unbelievable finish. Look, deliberately missed it, went after his own shot, got it into Barbosa, up it goes. Love trying to put him off. Oh man, that was close. Oh man, that was close. 2 shots bobble out for Brazil in the final 3.5 seconds. Check the reaction on the American bench. Wow. Barbosa, well, he looks really disappointed, but they can walk off heads held high, the Brazilians. That was a phenomenal performance. Well, I mean, you can look at the numbers if you like, but really, it's all about the drama of the last 10 minutes. because the shooting numbers went right down. The two teams made 18 points between them in the last 10 minutes. But what drama it gave us. Unbelievable finish to the ball game. Huertas was inches, millimeters away from a three-point play to potentially win. Durant with a double-double, 27 and 10, led his team. Splitter also had 10 boards. Vieira with 16. Those are the leading contributors. And is that some tears being shed? Well, it was a phenomenal performance by both teams. So scorers, Barbosa, Splitter, also in double figures, as well as Billups and Rose. And what would Huertas give to have 10 points next to his name there? What would he give, or Barbosa to have 16? They'd still be out there if that was the case, with the chance to add yet further. But what a phenomenal day of basketball we've had here in Istanbul. Two epic games, and in between we had a pretty tasty one between Iran and Tunisia. Odom a rebound away from 10 as well. Iguodala, Garcia, Rose all had 5. But some ways it doesn't tell the story. They ended up with too many missed shots. It's just, that's the thing. You can look at the shot chart, but it's the last two. It's the last two that it comes down to. It really was brilliant. You can't sum it up highly enough. 2010 FIBA World Championship really come alive in Istanbul today. They've had some great games elsewhere around the country, but these are the best two we've had here. And that's what it means at the end of the day. USA top, Brazil second, alongside Slovenia on a 2-1 record. Croatia and Iran both with 1 victory. Tunisia still in search. But let's just look back and enjoy some of the great moments in this basketball game. Derrick Rose, there weren't that many points to be seen here in the fourth quarter. That was a huge shot from Machado, just when America looked like they might be getting some momentum to get away from them. And Machado came up with some big plays. But nobody could stop the scoring machine that is Kevin Durant. And then Barbosa hitting from deep and coming up with a steal almost. That was right at the end of the first half. And then look at that. You can see 0 on the shot clock as that one goes through. I might have scored that. I don't think I'd have dunked it, but that was an easy one. Then quick, get out of the way, lads. Here comes Derrick Rose. And then Thiago Splitter played well in the low post. That's the other thing. Brazil had all that foul trouble. Maybe if Huertas and Splitter could play a bit longer. It's all if, buts and maybes. At the end of the day, they had 2 chances to tie, and they'll feel very disappointed that neither went in. This was the last one, the heartbreaker. Oh, could it? Oh, that was even closer than the first one, wasn't it? Gets closer every time you see it. And the Americans loved it, that it didn't go out. Daniel Routledge in Istanbul, that was thrilling. I'm sure you enjoyed it. USA 70, Brazil 68.